Yo, how about now?
There we go. Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Howdy, 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 howdy. Welcome to the live stream. We thought we would sit down and address all of you, all 99 of you watching right here and now. We need to address the rumors. And the rumors, they aren't good. They're not good rumors that we've heard. Someone has been coming in to our chat, saying things, saying rumors. Who's to believe?
Who's to say?
Who's to say what's true?
Not me. I barely know. I barely know if I'm in reality or if all of you are some sort of figment of my imagination. I could be in a coma right now and dreaming all this. Pretty dope, but I mean, I think it's the most likely scenario, but, you know, very unlikely things happen sometimes.
Isn't that the plot to The Matrix?
Yes. That's exactly.
Is that like we're all in a box and then they use us for fuel? And
no, the plot to The Matrix is it was all a figment of my Joshua's imagination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it's like, whoa.
No, me personally. It was about me and my imagination. I didn't make the movie. Wachowski brothers did, so they're big fans of the Shade Tree Surgeon channel. Early subscribers, very, very, very supportive of my early work. You know, they kind of fallen off a little bit, but we still keep in touch. And they made that movie about me, which I thought was kind of weird, but whatever. Frickin', I was like, put your dick back in your pants, Jesus. You're embarrassing yourself. How much you're fanboying over me?
Why are you so obsessed with me? Yeah, we could totally all be dreaming the same dream. I think that's the plot of Inception.
No, that's the plot to Matrix 2.
No.
Yes.
No way.
Anyway, so here we are. We're addressing the rumors, and the rumors are... And this happens every year. So every year that we do this Forgotten Angels stuff, which is funny because the person was saying that Forgotten Angels are scammers. And up until 2 days ago, even like when he was in here calling us scammers, we hadn't run a raffle this season for Forgotten Angels.
Yeah, there's no raffles going on.
Yeah, there is now.
Well, now, today.
Like a short one, but there wasn't at the time.
Well, you know, if there's going to be rumors, you might as well.
I'm just like, yeah, it was wild to me that I was just like, well, there isn't actually when we've been doing one for Burt's. That's why we didn't do a Forgotten Angels one this year. Not the only reason, but we've actually got something really huge coming up after the Campout. That's going to be a lot more than just a raffle. So we just kind of like cooled it in between this last Campout and this Campout, and we've just been working on this bigger project. But yeah, you know, he's like, yeah, you guys are scammers. But that happens every year we do a raffle. There's never failed to be somebody who has like emailed David or called him. It's not hard to find his phone number. And he answers his phone. But like, don't call him a bullshit. That's not an invitation to call him and ask what's up. Like, he's one of the busiest people I know. Even busier than I am. And I'm not trying to brag, but I fucking go 100 miles an hour from the second I wake up to the second I go to bed.
So, someone asked, why give trolls attention? And the answer is, I love trolls.
I don't know. It's because I think it's important to address this. So let me give you a real answer. A really, really real answer. Because that's an important question. People go like, oh, you're just giving a troll attention. Well, I'm not going to stand for someone saying that Forgotten Angels is a scam, or I'm a scammer, or Shay Lisi is a scammer, or any of the other charities that we work with is. Because if someone's saying it and I don't address it, and someone else gets to read it and has to be like, oh, well, maybe they are. He never said anything about it. Like, I'm not going to let that stand. I've worked too hard on this. I believe in it. We see what they do every single day. Like, not a fucking chance, dude. Not a chance, man. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you could just call them trolls, or you could be like, man, this guy's out there actively trying to convince people that this is a scam and not a legitimate charity, and that I mean, it's like, where are my riches? Like, I don't have any. Where's my awesome motorcycle if I'm keeping all this money?
What do you mean? You have a Ducati Multistrada, the Pikes Peak edition. You're a man of many riches.
So many riches.
So many gold wings.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam, there you get it, man. And I'm not jumping down anybody's throat who's saying don't feed the trolls. I have an explanation, you know.
Okay, but when you say it like that, though, don't feed the trolls.
It's just an easy thing to say because people are like, oh, don't do anything with the trolls.
It sounds funny.
It does sound funny.
Like, it sounds like it should be a sign in front of our house. Don't feed
Don't
the
feed
trolls.
the alligators.
Yeah.
You know, some of my best friends live under bridges, so... and some of my best friends have many troll-like qualities, so I feel like using the word troll to describe these people is, I mean, I guess it's accurate, and it's pretty much like the very much accepted nomenclature for somebody who is aggressive
Maybe
online.
Maybe like a non-believer?
I don't know. I mean,
a naysayer?
What I say all the time is people sit there in their rooms and they have no other input than what they do online, and they tend to fall in these holes. I feel sad for them. You know, I feel sad. It's not, I don't hate them. I just wish, I wish you just come. Like, come to the Campout, dude. You know, you don't got to sit there and do this. Anyway. So, yes, we're addressing those rumors. And, yes, we are doing a raffle now. So, as you guys know, we're still running the big raffle for Bert's that's going to actually end after the Campout. But we've got after that, we got something really big that we're doing.
Before the Campout, though, there's a raffle that's ending right before the Campout on the 16th. So I don't know if you guys know this, but we're actually pulling the name of the winner on the 16th at not at Forgotten Angels. Sorry,
Well, I want to talk about David's raffle.
Oh, of course.
Because you just started it, and this was about Forgotten Angels. It's just that he put up his personal motorcycle for it. And this is just something that David has said he was going to do this year. So a lot of you guys know David Tyler. David Tyler has put more money into Forgotten Angels than anyone alive. One person said the audio was bad. I don't know if that means we should change everything, but there it is.
Everything?
Yeah. Or they said that the audio is not that great. Anyway, no one else has complained, so I don't know if that's just on him or on everyone. Anyway, so David is an absolutely amazing person. Anyone who's met him will absolutely attest to that. Captain Granted, do you have is that David's raffle that you have there for David's bike? I just want to make sure. Can you make sure that that's...
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, can you also make it so I can see the bottom of the chat? Just click that blue button.
Wes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wes. We appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know. So I'll also say that any super chat donations today will go directly to Forgotten Angels. But you could also also buy a raffle ticket, or you can also are we this choppy on the stream too?
I'm not sure. Are we good? Are we choppy, guys?
Anyway.
Okay, it was just a brief stutter.
So, gosh, man, this is just making me lose like every freaking piece of momentum. I can't gather my thoughts now.
Everything's fine.
So, David has dedicated this year to his father because his father passed away 10 years ago. His father, Raymond Tyler. Obviously, I never met him because that was long before I ever met David. But David talks about his father all the time, and really was like the reason that David is the person that he is today. And it's always really, really crazy to hear David talk about his father because he talks about him so passionately. And he's the reason that he does the things he does. His father was a very stern man, very, very much a punisher. Like you was a punisher, you got ass whoopings, very much an ass whooper. But not in the sort of way where, it was abuse, and I'm not even saying that you should. I'm not trying to get in that argument, but it's not the way it was, man. And David just always, every time David does something, I'm like, damn, that was awesome, David. He goes, oh, you know what? That's what my father taught me. My father taught me this and that. And it's really, really amazing. And I feel like I know David's father because I know David. And so David just will extol these virtues that his father has while displaying those virtues. And I think that maybe that's something that he doesn't realize. And I'm just like, David, I know your father. I know Raymond Tyler because it's you. Like, every time you talk about it, I'm like, just like, okay, yeah, dude, it sounds like you are describing yourself to me. And we all really, I believe, owe David a huge debt of gratitude, and in turn, Raymond Tyler as well, for making David into the man that he is. A huge debt of gratitude, because what he has done, and not for everyone, I say everyone out there, but for so many of you guys who have donated to Forgotten Angels, who have helped out, who have come to the Campout, who have figured out that there's and even if not with the Forgotten Angels raffle, if you've helped out with the Birch raffle that we're doing for the hurricane victims, people who have done that, and you maybe, because I get it all the time, people will talk to me and go, hey man, I didn't know I could make a difference. I didn't know I could do something. And from watching your channel and Shay Lisi and seeing what you guys do, I found out like, hey man, I can actually affect change in this world, which is huge. It's a huge thing to happen and to realize, that you can actually change the world in a way that's meaningful and working together and stuff like that. And we all owe that to David, and like I said, and in turn also Raymond Tyler. So David's father, Raymond, passed away 10 years ago. This is the 10th anniversary of it, and David has said, and David's big on sacrifice. He's big on sacrifice, which I appreciate. He fasts a lot of sacrifice. An example of it when that football player, and David was a professional football player, when that football player recently had like a heart attack on the field. What was it? It was something like that, right?
I'm not sure, at the Super Bowl?
No, at the Super Bowl. It was recently. He had like a heart attack on the field.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
David fasts for the day. Like, he didn't eat that day. He's like, well, I'm like, this is like, it's stuff like that. Like, he's a big into like personal sacrifice to make, and like that, even that is, I'm just like, to me, it sounds like strange, but that's just like the kind of person he is, that he's like, I am thinking about this tragedy and I'm going to fast for today because that is me thinking about this tragedy and taking something away from myself to also feel the pain of somebody. You know what I mean? It's very complex, Anyways, father was all about sacrifice, and sacrifice for helping others. Like, if you're going to help somebody, you help, usually a normal person has to help somebody by taking away something that they like. So when you go and you're like, hey, I'm going to buy a raffle ticket, I'm going to buy a raffle ticket for $100 raffle ticket, or I'm going to donate this money or do this. What you're doing is you are sacrificing. You may not look at it like that. You're like, I'm not fasting, I'm not sacrificing, but you're sacrificing something that you like. That could be a new video game. That could be a night out drinking and a night out to dinner. That could be a new part for your motorcycle. That could be any number of things that you could do with $100. Now, of course, there is the raffle aspect of it. There's a chance to win something awesome, but really, it's a donation at the end of the day. So you're sacrificing something. I want everyone to really know that. Anybody who's ever donated to Forgotten Angels, either through Super Chat or Binance or however you've donated, I want you to know that your sacrifice does not go unnoticed, and it does not go unappreciated. I think about that. I think about the things that I've sacrificed. I'm sure Shay thinks about the things that she's sacrificed, and sometimes it's just monetary. We don't really talk a lot about the money that we put into Forgotten Angels because, like, I can only suck my own dick so hard here, man. I'm fucking, it starts to hurt after a while. You know what I mean? I gotta be like,
got a bad back.
Yeah. So, we put a lot of money into Forgotten Angels. I've donated multiple personal bikes to Forgotten Angels. And I think maybe sometimes people think like, oh, if you donate a bike, like you get the money for that. That's not how it works. If you donate something, you don't just get paid for that if you do a raffle on it. Like that's not a donation. You're just selling it. I haven't sold anything to Forgotten Angels. I've only donated things to Forgotten Angels,
Wait, do people expect to be paid for their donations?
You
get a tax credit.
No, I don't think people do, but I think that there's probably people out there who think that the bikes, the personal motorcycles that I've donated to Forgotten Angels.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Probably
what you're
I got
saying,
paid for
okay.
or something, and that's not the case.
No.
That's not a donation. That's not a sacrifice. That's just selling something. Now, I've sold motorcycles for sure, but not to fucking Forgotten Angels. You know. Anyway, so David actually called me when he decided to do this, and this was actually a little embarrassing for me, knowing how much David has sacrificed to make Forgotten Angels work personally. Forgotten Angels cost David thousands of dollars every month. If anyone thinks that David Tyler gets paid from Forgotten Angels, you have a gross misunderstanding how much money it costs to support over 20 teenagers and all the hundreds of other people that they support on a daily basis, homeless and other people just around, just sometimes just regular people. They just go out and do good.
If you think David takes a single dollar from Forgotten Angels, then you must be the person who calls us scammers.
Yeah, no, he does not.
He doesn't.
David made his money before Forgotten Angels, okay? Like, David spends thousands of dollars every month on Forgotten Angels, trust me. Forgotten Angels, you know, they can spend anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a month sometimes. That's just what it costs to fucking do everything they do. And they want to do more. So we're working on that. Like I said, we're working on something big. But David called me up, and he called me up and he said, you know, I was feeling very bad and very guilty. He said, you have personally donated 3 motorcycles. And I didn't even remember which ones they were, but... It's the gold wing, a silver wing. I think there was one other one. I really can't remember. I sometimes I'll just buy motorcycles too and donate them. Like the silver wing that we gave away, I just bought that. And then I paid to fix it up. But that's what we do with Patreon. Like Patreon money for that.
I don't know. I'm not sitting there like keeping score.
No, I literally don't even remember.
I
don't keep track of it.
genuinely don't remember.
Our
how
accountant
much,
would very much like us to keep track of it.
Or how many we've donated. But like we should probably get those tax credits.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, probably the other PC 800 too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Barf Vader.
Yeah, or maybe there was another one. I can't remember if David bought that one or if we bought that one. I think David might have actually bought that one. I cannot remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm getting off topic here. But we don't take any money back from that. So David called me up and says, you've donated 3 personal motorcycles and I have donated 0. And he goes, and I'm feeling very guilty about that. So, and if you guys didn't know, even though he has a pretty nice Harley, he has a Harley Touring, I think it's like a 2014 or something, Harley Davidson Electra Glide, or whatever it is, a Grand Touring, whatever, with the top box. And he goes, but his favorite bike is his Kawasaki Concourse. And that's the same bike that he's ridden cross-country 3 times. One of those times was with me on the Silver Wing. No, don't anyone feel guilty. Don't anyone feel guilty. So he just says, I want to donate my Kawasaki Concourse. And because he said that he's dedicating this year to Raymond Tyler. You can read about it in Captain Granite if you're still here, or Busted Nux if you guys don't mind sharing David's raffle link again.
I can read it too.
He's dedicating this year to Raymond Tyler, and he says this is what Raymond Tyler would have done. Raymond Tyler would have sacrificed something that he holds dear, in this case, David's favorite motorcycle, in order to help others, which is what he's doing. So the fact that we did not do a raffle this 6 months made it harder for Forgotten Angels. But we're working on other stuff, and we were working with Burt's, but it legitimately made it harder for Forgotten Angels that we did not do a raffle in the 6-month time period this time. It is what it is, you know. We're still doing good stuff, and we're working on amazing stuff, but David decided to donate his own motorcycle with only do 250 tickets. This is not like a thing where, like, let's see how high we can get it. 250 tickets only at $100 a piece, and that's going to be the only raffle that happens. I think we're going to give away a bike at the Campout. That we have a bike that we were talking about giving away at the Campout.
Oh, yeah,
but that's just for
usually
for
give away a bike at the
$0.
Campout.
Yeah,
we usually just be like, if you show up, you get a raffle ticket, but you actually have to physically show up to the campground to get the raffle ticket
and be present to win.
Not
David's bike. That's a
Not
regular.
David. That's like
one.
a regular raffle.
But we do say there. We usually give stuff away at the Campout. That the last year was a Goldwing. It was a really nice red 1500 Goldwing that we just like, well, and again, I can't remember if Dave bought that one or I bought that one, but I remember going to pick it up and it actually broke down on the way home. But Shelby fixed it, of course. It was a vacuum leak. It was fine. But it was funny. It broke down on the way home. I was like, oh, God, dude. This is the first time I've ever had a motorcycle break down on the way home where it didn't make it. We had a trailer. The only time ever, actually.
Dig Dug, you're not wrong. I love David so much, but there is one downside to David, is that he's old. So
yeah, we suck. So have you guys ever seen the Brapstar website? It looks like it's made in 1997.
The only thing that would make the Brapstar website more 1997 is if we added some like glitter blingy
I want
stuff
some spinning
from
like
MySpace, like
spinning skulls that are on fire.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I would love that actually. Can you do that? Where's our IT guy?
I'm our IT guy.
Yeah, here's the thing. Shay's like, our website sucks. And I'm just like, okay.
Fix it.
Well, you've got the login too.
Oh my God. So what I did was I logged on to the website thing and I like moved 2 things around on the website.
Got overwhelmed.
And I got so overwhelmed because it took me like an hour to move 2 things because creating a website's really hard.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to say is all of us suck at this.
So what I'm trying to say is if you know a website designer who wants to donate his time to Forgotten Angels.
We'll even pay.
And we'll even pay.
Yeah,
but we don't know a website designer.
But yeah, Forgotten Angels website needs. Well, that's a whole other story. Anyway,
I digress.
David is giving away his personal Kawasaki Concourse, which is one of his favorite bikes that he's ever owned. A bike that he's had for years. He bought it. I don't know if he bought it brand new, but I think it was almost new when he bought it. Just absolutely loves that bike, and it's a ripping ass bike, dude. It's a goddamn touring bike with a ZX14 engine. Bike fucking rips ass, dude. It fucking makes like 160 some horsepower. It's so fast. Actually rode it today. Cammy rode it today. We rode to Mount Dora and back. And Cammy rode it all over the place. It's funny because it's like small enough. It's not even small. It's a big bike, but it's got a low enough seat height that Cammy can ride it with 1 foot down. She can't put both feet down.
Yeah.
She almost dropped it a couple times, but she did not drop it. But anyway, yeah. So follow that link. I just wanted to talk about that and speak about that for a little while and address anybody who thinks that this isn't real or that it's a scam or that we're keeping money from it or anything of that nature. And just tell you guys, like, please just come to the Campout. If you don't believe me, come. And you don't even have to wait for the Campout. You can come to Forgotten Angels at any time and just, like, see it. Maybe not, like, maybe call ahead. So we're...
Yeah,
not,
you know,
so we get it nice, but just because
it is like
sometimes
somebody's
we're doing
house,
shit.
so like
they live there.
There'll be like Cindy would be upset if you showed up for a tour and she was in her jammies.
Yeah,
she would want to look presentable for you and give you a nice.
And so do all the
nice
boys.
tour.
That's the thing. So that
the
has
boys
happened
live there
before,
too.
Is people will just start driving around looking at stuff, and I'm like, yo, like 20 people live here, dude. They'll be like looking in the tiny homes and shit, like peeking in the windows. I'm like, that's their house, dude. Like they're, you know what I mean? No, that hasn't happened a lot, but it has happened before. I'm just like, yo, dude, maybe call ahead. You know, just make sure it's cool. But don't call me, okay?
No, the number's on the website,
call
and
David.
It's David's number. You just have to Google Forgotten Angels.
Yeah, there's always rumors about us being scammers. This is what it is. I think it'll always happen just because people don't want to believe that there's good in the world sometimes. And a lot of times, Campout details, they're on the Facebook event page. It's the weekend of March 18th. Yeah, Bob's got it right. Do not knock on Cindy's door before she's had her coffee. You will not like the results.
She won't answer.
Cindy does not hold her tongue, dude. If you think she won't tell you to get the fuck off her porch, you are mistaken.
She will open the blinds like... and be like,
she's got her own...
I don't think so.
She's got 2 daughters and like 30 sons. Okay? She will tell you to piss off. She'll probably tell you to F off. She'll be like, I told him to get the F off my porch. She won't say fuck. I'll say it for her. She'll say F. And she has a baseball bat.
I'm not sure if we're going to Daytona yet, but probably.
If you bring Cindy a present, she will love you. She loves presents. Bring her a present.
If you brought her a coffee, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Bring Cindy. If you're coming to the Campout, bring Dave and Cindy a present. They would love that.
But you also don't have to.
You don't have to, no. But if you want to bring them a present, like, that's super awesome. What did Justin S. ask? Oh, about bringing her coffee. You probably get your question answered.
Yeah, right?
The raffle, it's just drop the link, you know. Someone's asked about the raffle. Can you drop that link again, or someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the raffle is going on. I think it's till like March. It says on there.
Yeah, so there is currently 17 days to go.
17 days ago. The tickets will sell out fast. We got a video coming out about it tomorrow. Right now, we haven't really talked. This is the first time I've actually talked about it on YouTube because it's going to be a very short raffle. And this is basically the raffle is just for a couple different reasons. One, David wanted to sacrifice something that he loved in order to help Forgotten Angels. And two, like I said, they've got a big monthly nut that they have to pay. And the Campout's coming up, and the Campout's 100% free. Just because the Campout's 100% free doesn't mean that it doesn't cost money. So I think the last Campout, Shay and I personally spent about $3,000 on it. That we just spent in our own personal
If
money.
you pooped at the Campout, I want a personal thank you.
Yeah. So the Campout does cost money. But it is free for everybody. But so the raffle is not just to help Forgotten Angels, but also to cover the cost of the Campout. But it's not, the Campout doesn't cost that much, you know. It just is an extra expense that comes up. But I think it does more good than anything because the Campout's great because it lets people see the property. It's a great thing for all the people who have donated and spread the word about Forgotten Angels to be able to come together, like, because you might be able to, like, well, don't do the Campout. But, like, no, the Campout is great for Forgotten Angels, and it's great for all the people who have spent money and donated and helped out and worked on the property and freaking done all these things. Like, the Campout is amazing, you know, and that's not a superfluous expense. I think it's a needed thing as not only a thank you for all the people who have worked hard and made sacrifices for Forgotten Angels, but also as hey, dude, it raises a big awareness, you know? Like, let me tell you what, how many people out there make videos, okay? I bet, so a lot of people, and this happens all the time, there are so many people, and I'm not trying to, like, toot our own horn or anything like that, who make videos, who their Forgotten Angels video is the biggest video they've ever made. So every year, there's probably, like, after the Campout, you get to see the Campout and Forgotten Angels from, like, 30 different people's perspective, which I find fun.
No shit. My second most popular video on my channel is the Forgotten Angels video.
Yeah.
So
it's it's really fun, man. No, dude, Robert, we filmed there. Literally, I filmed there today. Everyone films there, dude. You could search Forgotten Angels videos. There's like freaking 200 of them online.
Yeah, there's
so many.
Lot.
No, there's so many.
Meet up with us, you could, like, we're probably going to be at Daytona. Probably.
Anyway, yes, more than welcome to film at Forgotten Angels.
Absolutely.
I would tell you this, though. Just know that whatever you film there represents Forgotten Angels. So I want people to think about that. So if you're out there freaking, like, trying to I don't know. It's just something to think about. Like, if you're creating content, just know that once you start creating content, you start talking about Forgotten Angels, you now represent them. So conduct yourself accordingly and represent them well. That is what I would ask you to do. But yes, everyone is allowed to film, and you're allowed to film anything that happens there, and nobody stops anybody with a camera because we don't have anything to hide. What are you looking at? What's up?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was looking at the chat.
But I just want people to know that, like, hey, once you create a video, you have now entered into a assumed contract that you are now a representative of Forgotten Angels. So be a good representative, you know? Is all I would say. Are we going to try to prank Bikes and Beards at Daytona? Bikes and Beards does not know who I am.
I think if we pranked him, he would not be happy.
Yeah. I don't think he knows who I am, which is fine. Sometimes I don't know who I am.
Sometimes I don't know who you are either.
Motors and Metal, thank you, man. Like I said, all the donations from today's Super Chats will go directly to Forgotten Angels. But instead of making a donation, you're always also more than welcome to donate that money directly to Forgotten Angels.
And get a raffle ticket.
So will you be looking for volunteers for the Forgotten Angels Campout to help? I'll be in the area the entire week this morning. Yeah, there's plenty of work to do.
Yep, absolutely. You can reach out to myself or David directly. His number is on the website. It's on, if you Google Forgotten Angels, his phone number comes up. He would love any help. And then any volunteers at the Campout, for the Campout, can email me at shayleec@brapstar.com. I'm going to be creating a list. And if you are coming to the Campout next month and you want to be put on the volunteer list, I'll add your name.
Will I prank Professional Monkey? No, dude. He's got a gun. I love Professional Monkey. What's with everyone wanting me to prank? Are pranks coming back?
Oh my God, are we doing prank YouTube again? I loved that era of YouTube when pranks were popular.
So, yes.
Am I going to lure Ed Marsh? I would lure Ed Marsh. I'd lure him. I don't think he'd follow me, though.
I don't know. Let me see if Bikes and Beards follows me on YouTube. I don't think he does. You can see, by the way, you can see who follows you on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, they group it by, like...
By how many subscribers the other person has.
So, like, Bikes and Beards
so,
is like
if Bikes and Beards followed you, you would
up
know, because it would come up right on the top.
I guess he could follow me if he had, like, a personal account that he doesn't use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, possibly it wouldn't come up or something like that, you know? I don't know, though.
No, we're not going to prank each other. We're on the same side.
This is not me, no shade on Bikes and Beards. I love Bikes and Beards is great. He makes amazing videos. The videos are so freaking good.
I love his videos. Yeah. I love his videos a lot.
I'm not throwing shade on him. I just don't think he knows who I am, which is fine. Like, I'm not trying to be like, he doesn't know who I am. Like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, we're a little eccentric for Bikes and Beards.
Like, dude, it's fucking fine, man.
Who has the most subscribers that's following you?
Zach goes.
Who's
that? 1.5 million.
Number 2.
Do It With Dan, 1.26 million.
Wow, Do It With Dan has that many subscribers? Yeah. I never look at how many subscribers people have. I'm like, wow, you got good videos.
My top,
because I'm always surprised that
um,
Whiskey Chaser doesn't have more subscribers.
I know. Zach goes, Do It With Dan, Yami Noob, Fails and Fights, Dennis Davidoff. I actually don't know who that is.
His featured channel is Vice.
He makes videos about being in Ukraine. I wonder, dude, I think this is one of the guys that's friends with Wolfsing, because he's got a lot of friends in Ukraine.
Oh, that
I don't know though. So that would have been like how he
that would make sense.
Found out about me. But yeah, he's a
thank
Ukrainian
you so much.
dude. He lives there. I didn't even know he followed me. Dan the Fireman, Hunter Honda, Blockhead, Baker X Derrick, Suburban Delinquent, Prep Medic. I don't know who that is. It sounds like a prepper, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like prepper stuff. I don't really like it because I think it like goes so hard sometimes. It makes me a little uncomfortable, but like the stuff they do is very interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the prepper, like when they're like, it's going to go to hell in a handbasket and they're going to come for you and you better be ready to kill everyone and in your bunker. I'm like, yo, you can pump the brakes on that part, but I do be loving watching them to do the stuff. You know what I mean? Like the stuff they do is very interesting. I just don't like when they start talking about conspiracy theories and shit. I'm like, pass. Or if they get political, I'm like, fucking hard pass. Don't want to hear about politics. But like, I want to see you build your bunker. Like that part's super cool. Like, can we just skip the politics part and go straight to the bunker building? I'm down.
Kevin's Too Tall says, "Prank me, daddy."
You got it, son. Who else? B-Rad, love B-Rad. What a great dude. Moto Bob. Actually, that name sounds so familiar. I'm not subscribed to him. Let me throw him a subscribe back. He's got 250,000 subscribers. Have I ever talked to him? There's probably some people too who have like made their YouTube channels and then like subscribed to me as they were like on the come up. But like I'm looking at his channel. It looks like he's got a successful channel. His videos do great, Moto Bob. But it definitely looks like he makes like list style videos, you know? 8 things you need to know, 14 best new motorcycle. Yeah, he makes listicles. So he makes, which is like an article but a list. So he makes list style videos. Good for him. Be successful. That's not really the kind of content I watch. So it's not weird that I didn't know about him, but I think that probably like Shade Tree Army, like Shay Lisi and Shade Tree Surgeon, Brapstar is like a stop on the way. Like if you're making videos, you know what I mean? Like at some point, if you're like trying to make videos on YouTube, you'll like discover us. And then probably he just like got big. Like he has more subscribers than I do. So he just got big. He's like, oh, fuck this guy. Not fuck this guy, but he's like, you know, he just like was on the way and then never.
Or he's your biggest fan.
We never connected. And then now he's doing his thing. You know, it looks like he's got a very healthy channel. He's doing well. I've not seen one of his videos. So I don't know how good his videos are, but his thumbnails are fucking on point. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom, get some beers.
Goodbye.
You're in charge.
Of what?
The whole thing.
Of everything? You're just gonna like leave me in charge of everybody here?
Very well, moving to Mexico.
You're moving to Mexico? Okay, guys, I'm in charge. Welcome to your new life. I'm the captain now. Oh wait, I'm the captain now. I could just change the angle here. Oh no, he's gone. Oh no. He's never coming back. Now it's just me. You got a frog on your package? That's how you know it was. I touched it and I packaged it. Sometimes I feel bad because like there might be a Bilbo hair in your packages. So I'm sorry about that. We do our best to keep all of the orders as clean and as perfect as possible. But then Bilbo will sometimes walk up to me and then I give him a pet while I'm packing orders. Please forgive me. Thank you so much. If you do want to volunteer for the Campout, just send me an email to shaylisi@brapstar.com. I don't know what Dr. Girlfriend's IG is. I don't know if she has one. Yeah, it's a little Bilbo bonus. No, you can't say that. Take that back. I did not touch anyone's package, Daniel. Take it back. Salty Cracker, hi. Hello. No extra charge for Bilbo hair. It's free. It's a tip. It's a gift from me to you. Yay, you received your hoodie today. I'm happy you like it. I'm gonna make some, what are they called? Not thread locked gas cap, but the bayonet style. That's what it's called. I'm gonna be making some bayonet style gas caps. So tune in like a month on brapstar.com, but right now there's a bunch of screw in gas caps for motorcycles. So if you
sold.
And one sold. I saw that. So if you have a motorcycle that has a screw-in gas cap, head over to brapstar.com and see all of that custom art, because I can't share it on Instagram or YouTube or I'll get demonetized or in trouble for soliciting sex. So there's that.
How else are you supposed to get sex?
Yeah, you just solicit it. You go, hey, want a fuck? Want some fuck?
Do you be wanting fuck? So anyway, no, Bikes and Beards does not subscribe to me. At least not with his Bikes and Beards YouTube channel. But that's also not weird. There's a lot of people that I watch regularly that I'm not subscribed to. And it'll come out like, oh shit, I'm not even subscribed to this guy. Because I use almost exclusively, I use my home screen.
Yeah, me too.
Like that, I'm just like, if it's got to get pushed to me on my home screen for me to watch it. And I'll like watch people for fucking months, years sometimes. And all of a sudden I'll be like, hey, what happened to this person? Like, do they not make videos? And I'll go to their channel and be like, oh shit, they make fucking videos? I missed like fucking 20 of them. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even subscribed to them.
Yeah, but they just live in your memory.
Yeah, which is like, I'm bad. Like, so please hit subscribe. Like, if you have not hit subscribe, it does actually help your analytics a lot. So if you do hit subscribe, it helps a lot. And I need to be better at that too.
How is a gas cap soliciting sex? I don't know. I put up a picture of my gas cap on Instagram, and Instagram says, you are soliciting sex, ma'am.
Oh my God. Russell's World got my freaking Berserker reference.
What was your reference?
Would you like to be making fuck Berserker? You know, from Jay and Silent Bob.
No.
Clerks.
No, the only Berserk I know about is anime. Anybody else?
That's funny, dude. V Twinner goes, Bikes and Beards is a holy roller, always worse than Weems.
Yeah, I saw that.
First off, that's funny. Second off, it doesn't bother me. Like he does a Bible quote in every video, but after the Bible quote, he doesn't do any. And it's still, I'll still fucking clown on people, dude. I make fun of David all the time. David and Cindy are very religious. So is Weem.
They're our pass into heaven, dude.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to. I don't really believe in that whole thing. But if it is real, I want to make sure, like, fucking, I know some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just call hedging your bets, dude. I'm just trying to make sure I got an in. You know what I mean? So.
Good show. Jolly good show.
I hate when I say that. And David has heard us say that. And I wonder how, if inside he's just like, please, God, help them, save them.
Oh, well, you know, if you think about
it. Their blasphemous ways.
There's like way worse things I want to say in front of David. And then I just hold my tongue because I'm like, oh, dude, no, there's actually religious. Don't say that.
So, Bikes and Beards does a Bible quote in all of his, in every single video, he'll do a Bible quote. But that's really kind of it, you know? He just has a Bible quote. It'll be like, this video's Bible quote is this. I'll just like drop a Bible quote.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I straight up listen to gospel music.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't bother me. I kind of tune. I don't really like remember the Bible quotes he says, but it doesn't really bother me either. I'm just like, do your thing,
I mean,
man.
I'm not religious, but gospel music be banging sometimes though.
Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me. I get why it does bother some people because a lot of people have really different relationships with religion. Some people have had very bad like experiences with religion where it's like torn apart their family or they've been abused or like some people have really bad experiences with religion. Personally, I don't. You do. Like you had a horrible one.
I do have a really bad experience with religion, but still like gospel music and I still respect everybody's belief, to believe what they want to believe. Just because my belief isn't their belief doesn't mean they got to stop believing or I got to feel like what they're doing is bad.
Yeah, no, do your thing.
It's just like, do your thing. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I would assume that our friends who are religious probably pray for us because they love us. And I appreciate that because it's something that means a lot to them. And so if it means a lot to them, it means a lot to me because they're people I love. Why am I going to be like, and also make my jokes, dude, but like, they make jokes about me, too.
I'm going to make a joke right now because somebody said that Grateful Dead is gospel music. So how many Grateful Dead fans does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They just wait for the light bulb to die out and then follow it around for 30 years.
Locopato, welcome, wizard. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to come on here real quick. Talk about the raffle that David's doing in honor of his father. He's spending this whole year in honor of his father because David is big on sacrifice. I also wanted to come on here and thank all of you guys for the sacrifices you have made to make other people's life better, to make the world a better place. Just because we're scumbags doesn't mean we can't do something good. That was That's the whole thing, is like, you can be a scumbag and you can still do something good. You can be a bad, evil, disgusting biker and still do a good thing. That doesn't exclude you from doing it, and it's actually pretty easy. And if we all do it together, all of a sudden all those little things become a very big thing. So it feels pretty good, man. David, Tyler, and Cindy Tilley have changed my life in such a way that I almost can't even begin to describe it. Sometimes every day I wake up and I find new ways that they have changed my life. And this all goes back to, by the way, Jared Weems. Jared Weems has changed my life in ways that new and weird ways that I discover every single day, because he's the one who introduced us to Forgotten Angels, and he's the one who ran the first raffle. So it's really all just Nancy Weems' fault.
Goddamn angel.
It's all Nancy Weems' fault. No, Jared's an angel. Nancy parties. That's what I always say. Oh, sorry, Jared. He's like, listen, my mom was a biker, dude. You're not going to offend me.
You actually said his last name right.
I know. I just go back and forth just to piss him off. I'm going to try to only say Weem in front of him, and then I'll say Weems all the other times. But when I'm in front of him, it's going to be Weem.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
No. Jared Weems is the one who introduced us. So that I met Jared because he just had built this Triumph out of a old David Mann painting, and I went to go interview him for a video. And Nancy Weems goes, I did it a couple times. She got more than just Jared.
Hey. You got him. Hey.
He had was building in the process of building this Triumph from a David Mann painting, and I just thought that was very cool. I'm a huge Triumph fan, so I already knew that. Like, David Mann had only painted 2 Triumphs. I knew that it was a big deal that the only 2 Triumphs David Mann painted are famous for Triumph guys, because David Mann is such a famous artist, and the fact that he only did 2 Triumphs, people are like, obviously Triumph guys know about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the fact that he was building one, he lived in Tampa, and I was like, dude, I got to go interview this guy. I had no idea about him. I didn't know. I told him, I was like, I didn't know if you're going to be an asshole, dude. I was like, you might be a fuck show up. You might be a total cox. Some people who build bikes are assholes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, so I did, and he freaking told me the whole story and talked about how he was donating to Forgotten Angels, and I was just blown away. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I had no idea all this. I thought he was just building a bike, and he told me the whole freaking story and everything and all this shit, and I was just like, whoa, dude. That's how I found out about it in his garage for the very first time. And so he invited me out to the property. So he goes, hey, we're doing this event there.
Yeah.
And there was 10 people there. Sitting in plastic chairs. If you could have seen, Shay, the property back then, it was whoa, it was so different. When we were going there doing the first event where the bike unveiling, who was there? It was Wind Road Therapy was there for one of the first events. There's a few people that were there for the very first one, the very first gathering of that.
I don't remember my first time there.
And there was
really
there was 10 people there, and we were all so excited, and Jared kickstarted the bike and ran it. It was weird. It's weird to think about where it's at now, thinking about those very first times that we did it. Yeah, Shelby, you're not an asshole. You just play one on TV. So yeah, that's how I got involved in Forgotten Angels with Jared Weems. So anyway, I'm just saying that David, Jared, and Cindy have changed our lives. Shelby's life too. Have changed and shaped all of our lives in ways that I never thought were possible. It has shown me just such an amazing kindness and way that I can give back and affect change in the world, and all of you guys as well. We owe him I believe, a huge debt of gratitude for showing us that, because this has become the most fulfilling thing that I do in my life. And that's why we streamed today. To address the rumors.
Yeah, to address the rumors. We were called out. So, we got to address the rumors.
Yeah.
But if you were late today, that's okay. The streaming's not over.
Yeah, no, we're going to go stream on Twitch after this. So we're literally jumping. We're going to start the room in. So let's give a 10-minute warning here. The stream has got 10 more minutes, but we're going directly to Twitch. So, do we still have any mods in the chat, or can you just share your own Twitch channel?
I'm going to share it.
We don't have the room up yet, because we tried to do them both at the same time last time, and the computer
was
crashed.
Like, owie.
But anyway, we're going to go stream on Shay Lacey's Twitch channel. So we'll probably be there for a couple hours. Anyway, go subscribe to her on there. You can subscribe for free with Prime. And we're going to go pull up some videos on there. So what I was going to do it here, but we kind of ran out of time because I'm just a long talker. I wanted to pull up like some old motorcycle ads. But it's actually way easier to like do that sort of like watch videos with you guys on Twitch than it is on YouTube. So we're going to do that over there. And also, like, I love YouTube, man. YouTube will always be my home, but it's also easier to, like, let loose a little more on Twitch. Like, when I do it on YouTube, I'm always worried about getting smacked. So I'm just like,
YouTube will smack you. Yeah. They'll smack you. Yeah. Twitch won't smack you.
Anyway, share that link a couple more times. People make sure they see it. So just go over there. Click. You can follow her for free, but you can also subscribe to her with your Amazon Prime for free. And so you can support Shay Lacey like that. If you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you a dime. Whoa.
Ooh. 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 You should give that one to Bezos.
Bezos, you can have that.
You can have that for free, Bezos.
You can have that bar for free, Bezos. Amazon Prime don't cost you a dime. Bars for Bezos. Anyway, make sure. Go now. Follow that link.
Go.
Subscribe to her because we were going there. All right. I was like, go. I was like, we still got 9 minutes. I give him a 10-minute warning.
Okay, but go there now. Have that tab up.
Yeah.
Or like, go download the app if you're on your phone.
Yeah, you can download the app and you can watch on your phone. I don't really. Twitch is cool because it has a pop-out screen. So if you have YouTube Premium, which I do, I know, big flex. If you have YouTube Premium, it has a pop-out screen, but if you don't, it doesn't. So Twitch, just regular Twitch, has a pop-out screen. So if you're in the app, and that was like the number one reason I got YouTube Premium. Skipping ads is also dope. Or, like, sorry, not skipping ads. Not having ads is dope. So on YouTube Premium, if no one knows this, like, you have no ads ever again. For me, that was very awesome. But the biggest thing is I watch so much YouTube on my phone, but I also, like, run my business on my phone. So it's like I want to watch a YouTube video, and now it sounds like I'm shilling for YouTube fucking Premium. But yeah, like it's true. It's true though.
Okay, so the reason I got YouTube Premium was because I wanted to listen to the Girl Talk album all day on at the gym and while having my phone in my pocket, because the Girl Talk album all day is not on Spotify.
Nintendo fanboy says, I sent an email asking for permission to share Shay's YouTube channel on my business website. I don't see why not. I mean, you can share it. I mean, hopefully your business is not like smashing kittens with hammers or something. That would suck.
What kind of business would that
be? But like, I don't see why. Yeah, sure. Thank you for asking permission. I appreciate that. Pork Chop, we're going to Twitch after this. So we got 7 more minutes here, and we're jumping to Twitch. Share that link for him again. Oh, Dwight's in the chat!
Dwight Smith!
Oh, dude, I love that, man.
You were not
we haven't talked to him.
Dwight was not scammed. He sent me a text, and he said Merry Christmas, and I didn't respond because I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, Dwight's not a piece of shit. I was so impressed by him. He was so cool.
Girl Talk is still around, and he just started making music again. Shout out to Greg Gillis.
Damn, dude. Thanks for fucking hanging out. I love it when sometimes I worry that like people who win the raffles are like, oh, do they still watch your videos? Dwight, I hope you're able to make it to another Campout, man. That was fucking so cool, dude. He was such a cool winner. He had such a cool story, you know? And he fucking showed up, and it was just like, like Magnum PI style fucking Hawaiian shirts, cowboy boots. I was like, dude, we fucking vibe. We vibe, dude. I loved it.
He showed up in his cowboy boots, and I was like, yo.
What,
This guy
Yami? Fucking,
freaks.
did this just happen?
I think it just happened. A couple people have been talking about it in the chat. I just didn't know if you wanted me to address it or not.
No.
So it seems like he got into a fight with somebody, and he accidentally killed him, is what the chat said. And he got 5 years prison for manslaughter. That's what the chat says. But also Greg Gillis is making remixes still.
Let's see about this.
I saw him live a few months ago. It was really good. But that's awful.
How do people know?
I don't know. Probably somebody looked up his fucking mugshot or something. Does Yaminu put his real name out there?
Yeah, his name's Eric.
Oh. I'm not sure. This is just like, I've read the chat, but I just was obviously just being like, I don't see that. I see
I just
nothing.
typed in Yami manslaughter, nothing came up. And you think a news place, dude, he's got fucking 1.5 million subscribers.
Yeah, that would come up
in any news place.
That's why I wasn't
that would be
addressing
on fucking
it.
CNN,
Yeah,
dude.
that's why I wasn't addressing it, because if that actually happened, like,
dude, that would be on the news so fast.
Listen, hear me out. I found out when Yemi fired a guy. If he fucking killed a guy,
Yeah,
I think I'd
you would
know.
You would know. Yeah. No, he's not fucking. Drop a link. Someone wants to know, drop a link. Let me see that link.
If you guys want to see a link here, though, too, it's Twitch TV/ShayLisi. That's also a link that's going to be shared. But if you also have a link to whatever you're talking about,
it would be fucking.
It would be everywhere. I swear to God.
Dude, some YouTuber fucking.
Yeah, if a YouTuber killed a guy, you would know. Yeah, I know that he hit somebody like high speed, but that was forever ago, and I don't think that's what they're talking about. I mean, yeah. Oh my God, I imagine if this is what people are coming into my live stream and saying about Yami, then like, is it Yami or Yammy? Like a yam? Like, is he a potato? Because that would make sense. Because he's like drives sport bikes and not Harleys, so he's like a. I don't know. What is it, Yami or Yami? Now I'm distracted. I wish 24-hour stream. We're actually going to be streaming on Twitch because I'm really close to becoming a Twitch partner. So I've been kind of like marathoning there all week and been streaming almost every single day. So if you want to go check that out, that'd be really cool.
Do we get a link to the manslaughter charge?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so.
It's some fake news.
Yeah. Well, it would be national news, not because it's so horrible of a crime. Like, people die that way all the time. I knew a guy in high school who died that way. The guy who killed him, God, he felt so horrible. He did. Like, he was just, like, ruined his life almost. They literally got...
Oh, it's Yami, like Yamaha. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Oh. They just got into a fight with another kid. He hit him. The guy fell down and hit his head on the curb. Died. It was just like a regular fight, dude. It's not like they were trying to fucking kill each other. They were just in a fight. And he hit him. He fell down. He hit his head on the curb and fucking died.
Terrible.
No, it's horrible, dude. That's like, trust me, man. I've been in a lot of fights. I'm not trying to sound tough. Like, it's there. I don't want to be in a fight ever, you know. But just from the nature of what I've done for a living, you know, I've had so many more physical altercations with other human beings than 99.9% of the population will ever have. Not as much as like a cop or someone who's been to fucking war, like not like that, but more than most people. You know, most people will go their whole lives have like a couple, maybe none, where I'm just like, yeah, it's been like a couple a week, you know, sometimes a few a night. So I just don't ever want to do that. And I've seen people get hurt bad, dude. I've seen people get hurt so bad from like nothing on accident. So that shit does happen. It happens more often than you think. Like, human beings are fragile. If you punching somebody in the face as hard as you can is such a devastatingly hard thing to do to somebody. Like, your face is very fragile. It's full of tiny little bones. Like, the top of your forehead, right, is full of your fucking nasal cavities, dude. Like people will punch someone, they break the top of their forehead. They're like, I can't be. You just like never breathe through your nose right again. You know, there's like you know how like when you get a stuffed up nose, it hurts up here. That's because it's full of fucking nasal cavities, dude. Like your human body is fragile.
When I hit my head, I couldn't move my eyebrow, and I still kind of can't. If you look at my face dead on, one of my eyebrows just doesn't move as high as the other one does because I got nerve damage in my face when I hit the tree really fast.
You should start the Twitch room so people can go in there so you can share it.
Okay.
We got our 1 minute. We're actually over.
Okay,
time
guys,
now.
we're gonna head over to Twitch. So
We'll start the room so they can go in there and share the link.
if
we
you
can, without the computer crashing, we're gonna try to make it fast, quick like a bunny.
okay.
Who got jail time? Like I haven't seen a link yet.
Let me get a link and I'll believe you. But if you don't got a link, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now to my Twitch channel. And if you want to go like, comment, subscribe, hit the ding dong diddle, do all the things, then that's what we'll be.
All right, guys, come hang out. Come jump over. We're jumping over there. We're starting soon on Twitch. It was good hanging.